Right, okay, so welcome to Leo Cancer Care here at ESTRO25. My name's Jo McNamara from Radchat,
My name's Naman Anderson from Radchat.
and we are joined by an amazing guest today. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Curt Kienast. I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Mevion Medical Systems.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What does that title mean you do day to day?
Well, I've been in proton therapy for 20 years now at Mevion. We've developed 3 generations of proton therapy machines, and this year we're at Estro showcasing our 3rd-generation machine, which is going to revolutionize proton therapy for the European market.
Why? Why is it revolutionary?
Well, we're gonna let all the secrets out at 1:30 today.
Oh, right, okay. So
This is just a teaser, but our 3rd-generation product is much different, right? This is going to be a change in the paradigm of how we treat patients, how we respect them, the quality of the care, and the footprint. So we'll reveal those secrets at 1:30 at the booth here at Leo Cancer Care, and look forward to seeing people then.
Okay, perfect.
Why should people come to see about proton beam therapy?
Proton beam therapy is the future of radiation therapy. It's the most precise care you can get today. However, it's not accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
And without the ability to make that accessible, people will miss out on that treatment. And we know from clinical studies that this is the best care we can provide. So now we need to figure out a way to deploy it to everybody. And that's what we want to talk about at 1:30 is a simpler way to get it to the masses so everyone doesn't have to travel so far. It could be in your hometown.
Why are you so invested in radiation oncology?
I've been in it for 20 years, as I said. I was one of the original employees of Mevion Medical Systems. And, everyone has a personal story that ties them to radiation oncology somewhere along the way. So for me, it's been a journey of a transcendent purpose that gets you up in the morning and makes your job not feel like a job.
What do you think some of the challenges are that are being faced by industry at the moment?
The industries are unique depending on parts of the world that we're working in. For Europe, reimbursement and how care is provided is a big challenge. And so you have this conflict between can I afford this treatment? Will I get this treatment? Will it be covered or not? And accessibility to that treatment is a problem. So this is a real challenge in all parts of the world, but especially in Europe, we see that to be a real barrier for implementing proton therapy because these machines are not free. They need to be paid for, and these hospitals that invest their time and their money into this future have to be successful.
Yeah. In terms of patient care, how do the patients get involved in innovating and designing changes as you develop your products?
Well, we always think of the patients first. That was one of the main reasons our company started. Proton therapy started as this industrial-looking machine. Harvard cyclotron in the 1950s was sort of an experiment.
Yeah.
And the patients were added after. So when we designed our system, we thought about the patient first and what their experience would be like, and then we deliver the beam to that experience.
Right.
And the Leo Cancer Care upright positioner takes that to just a new level, where the patient now has this face-to-face interaction with their therapist in a more pleasant experience, as we see from their feedback. So patients have been involved in this 3rd-generation product since its prototype, giving us direct feedback on what it feels like and what the experience is, and is it really better? And we could say that as a manufacturer, but until the patient verifies it, we don't know. But now they are speaking up.
It's quite exciting what could happen in the next decade, I think, especially with the new systems, etc. I know we're quite excited about anything to do with Leo anyway. But,
Yeah.
How do you envisage breaking into outside of Europe to countries that maybe don't have good access to radiotherapy anyway? Is that something else that's on your radar at the moment?
That is certainly the next generation challenge. I would call that a generation 4 machine for us, but we're well on the path to get there. So now the size is smaller, but the cost still needs to come down significantly. And the only way to get the cost down is scaling production, scaling adoption. So as we see the US and Europe and China adopt upright or smaller footprints, we can then start to look at markets like South America and other emerging markets that need the same type of care but won't be able to afford the price tag that is today. But that's on the horizon.
So, for anyone who is in oncology and they're thinking, do you know what, working in industry sounds really exciting, you've sold the dream, what advice would you give them?
To have a job in this industry, well, I mean, for me, 20 years, I said I would work in this industry for a year. And
It captures you, doesn't it?
it does. So you realize that you're not just making widgets, and these are disposable things that people take and come and go. We're making a future for people. We're extending their lives. We're saving the lives of their relatives. And these things have meaning. They get you up every day. The challenge in the industry continues for innovation. There's a lot of things we wish we had time to do. So if there's entrepreneurs out there, there's so many ideas that are not getting enough attention because there's just not enough people and enough funding to do that. But this is where I see a lot of opportunity for anyone who's entrepreneurial to break into this industry. There's things to be solved.
Yeah.
And it's rewarding to do it.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for joining Rad Chat here at Leo Cancer Care, and we wish you the best of success with your launch today.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.